What's up, YouTube? I want to do a video today on a new holster I received about a week ago or so, and I've been using it. Got some a lot of dry fire draw strokes in it. Got some range time with it, and it's been holding up great. It's a new product from Burlymantactical. You've seen me do a review on some of his products before. I got in contact with Nathan directly from Burlymantactical and came up with a holster idea that I wanted. It was something he was basically already offered. But I just had him do it to what I wanted, hit the correct options and stuff. And I wanted to, I've been throwing around the idea of carrying a light mounted to my Glock 19 for a while. I just didn't have a holster to do it. So I wanted to come up with one, or get one that I could use and run it, see if I liked it, kind of put my toe in the water, so to speak, of running a weapons mounted light, see if I could carry it every day, if it didn't get too big or in the way and stuff. So we went through the process. I called him up, great guy. We had like an hour conversation. Awesome dude. Can't say enough about his personality and stuff. Really great guy. So I told him exactly what I wanted. Wanted Glock 19, a TLR light, wanted clearance for suppressor sights, and a RMR. So I picked the colors and stuff. So if you guys don't like the colors, that's not on him. It's mine, my choice on that. So, but basically what it is, show you guys here. As you can see, it doesn't really print too much at all as far as carrying around. You see me sitting down. I can bend over, I can tie my shoes. It's not an issue. So it fits really well. And what it is, it's a a holster from him, and it's clearance for a Glock 19 with an RMR, like I said, suppressor sights, TLR, and a spare magazine. So I usually carry a Glock 17 mag as a backup. So you can see that's kind of a lot of equipment, to carry around. And to hide it well, it does a good job. And like I said, it's comfortable. I can sit down, I can bend down, tie my shoes, whatever. It's not restrictive like you're carrying this huge, like armor plate in front of you or whatever. If you guys do carry appendix, if you don't, I'd recommend trying it. It takes some doing to break the mental thing about carrying appendix. I know for a long time I was really eerie about carrying it. Appendix style like that, but once you can get used to it and break the the mental barrier there's a lot of advantages to it. It's nice because the gun's right in front of you, so I mean you're not having to reach back. You can keep both hands in front of you, and if something happens or to do whatever, and then draw from the center of your body. So it's kind of nice if you're on the ground, if you're to your side, if you're driving. That's another great thing. So if you're driving, you have access, easier access to your weapon if you're in a car, or a seated position, than you do traditionally of grabbing, say at 4:30, 5 o'clock back here. So the construction of this holster is great. The retention and the smoothness of this thing with a light is just awesome. I mean, it's got good retention, but it's got a smooth draw stroke on it. There's no like hitches. You don't have to really jerk to get it out, but it's a very positive retention on it to to get it in there and get it stationary and get it locked in. So like I said, very well made setup. Edges are nice and polished. I'll go ahead and pull it out here to show you guys. And I ordered it honestly with 2 struts, and he even recommended clips on it. And I'm just kind of a strut guy, or a soft loop kind of guy. But to be honest, when I switched this one back to a clip, basically like he suggested. And the way my SOE belt is, I run a SOE gear belt, it goes back over it anyway with Velcro, so there's really no possibility of this slipping just because it's kind of locked in with the Velcro as well. And I noticed it's a little easier to get on and off, obviously with the loops, but with this loop here, it just seems to, or with the, with that loop instead of a soft loop on this one, it just seems to ride better for whatever reason. So that was, like I said, was a recommendation from him in the start anyway. So I second guessed him, and obviously he was right on that. But like I said, I do run the one soft loop just because, like I said, once this was locked in, I had a holster slip before, and in all fairness, it wasn't anything set up like this. It was actually a crossbreed with the metal clips, and my belt's kind of thick, and it just didn't have really the spacing correct on that crossbreed clip to run that thick of a belt, so it kind of stuck out at an angle. I was under a car working on it all day, moving in and out, and it kept slipping. Actually, the holster kept slipping. Off the belt in the rear clip. So that's why I kind of went with started running soft loops on everything. But great construction, guys. As far as how it's made, the edges are nice and polished. Like I said, the retention is great. It's not going to slip. It draws really easy. It holsters really easy. And with a light, that's kind of an art form to get all that stuff right. And he's really hit it out of the ballpark on that one. There's two ways that you can kind of secure a light on a holster. You can either close the end off on the light where the light actually butts in to create a bottom, or like what he did here, he squeezed in the side so it actually pushes in and it bottoms off kind of the frame and the slide of the gun. The advantage of that is you have like no extra material. It's as short as it possibly can be. One disadvantage is you can't run like a Glock 17, like an open-ended holster, in the same holster. But I ordered this for a Glock 19, so this is exactly what I ordered, and it fits exactly what I ordered. So, like I said, just to show you guys the trade-off. If you close it here, you gain a little bit of length, on your holster itself. But at that point, you could probably run a Glock 17 through the end there if it was open-ended. But like I said, not really a knock because this is what I ordered it for, and it fits what I ordered. So another thing is too, I requested this claw here. He told me, he said, hey, with this design, you probably won't need a claw just because of how the light, how it's wider here at the light, and it creates kind of what the claw effect does. But he went ahead and stuck it on there for me because, like I said, I asked for one. But as I can see, it's not really necessary to run a claw in there. I mean, it's there, it's cool. But if it wasn't there, I don't think you'd really notice any difference in how the holster performs just because it's so wide at the light. This actually retains it well against your belt. So, like I said, just wanted to put it out there, guys. I have since been ordering holsters from them. This one I ordered for my wife. This is like a, I forget what he calls it, if it's not his box car. I'm just trying to think the models. He has a bunch on eBay. He's got about, I just checked last night, he's got like 90 auctions going. And I purchased one like this, but in Tiffany blue or Robin's egg blue, whatever you want to call it, for her for a Glock 19, and I couldn't get it away from her today to even do the video because she's took that thing like a duck to water, man. She loves that thing, so she wears it every day with her Glock 19. So I kind of wonder, I was trying to buy this so I could get her to carry a spare mag, because that's what I'm kind of the battle now, is to actually get her to carry a spare mag. But so she hadn't really put a lot of time in that to get the ride height right and everything like that, so we hadn't really fitted it to her yet. But hopefully one of these days we'll take the time and fit that holster to her if I can get that other one away from her, because she loves that thing. And on his webpage or his eBay site, they're like 29 bucks. So if you're thinking about appendix carry but you're kind of on the fence, I would recommend, man, try one of those if he's got one. For 30 bucks, you can give it a whirl. See if that's going to work for you. That's probably the cheapest entry into a quality appendix holster I've seen, and that'll get you going at least so you can decide if appendix is right for you or not. So it's not right for everybody. Body type does matter a little bit. Belt selection, where you ride your pants, the level you have your pants, stuff like that. That all kind of matters in appendix. So it may work for you, it may not. But that's definitely a good entry level before you throw out some coin and spend $80 or $100 on a appendix holster. Then it ends up in a box in your closet like the rest of the stuff that you don't wear. But give it a try. Like I said, I can't recommend this thing enough. And just to be straight up forward, I paid for these holsters. I got a fourth holster on order with them right now for my VP9 with a light, because this one turned out so well. I was like, hey, make me one, same thing, different colors, and for my VP9 with a light attached. So I told them, I said, hey, it's kind of different. I've read somewhere that basically my generation and older, or is the last generation, that will have repeat business due to like customer service, or that's brand, not so much brand loyal, but loyal to somebody who they feel they get a good value and work well with, and turns out a good product. So I kind of told him, I was like, hey, you're my holster guy now, because he's just an awesome dude, awesome guy to work with. I mean, I send him a text, hey, what do you think about this? We kind of communicate back and forth and BS about certain stuff and just whatever. But he doesn't have a website set up yet, but you can contact him at admin@burlymantactical.com, because if you see something you want on eBay, and the way he explained it to me, and you say you want a different color, you want some custom options to it, he can do it, but he can't contact you back through eBay with like his personal email. I guess it's a violation of their code or whatever, because they don't want outside sales diverting from eBay. So if you see something and you want to contact him directly, admin@burlymantactical.com, or you may be able to shoot an email through eBay if you put your contact information. He, I guess, apparently can't send his back to you. So if you send it to, to him or something, he may be able to work on that. If not, admin@burlymantactical.com should get you in touch with him. So like I said, great guy. I can't recommend his product enough. And like I said, I'm buying these. He's not giving them to me. I got a totally small channel. It wouldn't be worth it to him anyway. As far as the advertising goes, he wouldn't get the return it would cost to give me these holsters. So I'm buying these holsters out of my pocket because I feel it's that good of a product, and I'll continue to buy his holsters if they stay with this kind of price to quality kind of level. And the way talking to him, it looks like it's just going to get better. Looks like he's got some things on the horizon that sound really good. I mean, I don't want to put it out here. That's something he can put out. It's not really my place, but it looks like he's going to really be taking off here soon, and really turn out some really good stuff and some new products. So just want to give him a shout out. Thank him for this holster. Like I said, it's awesome, guys. I mean, that draw is just awesome to get it that smooth, to have the perfect retention, and to fit well. So great product, guys. Check him out, Burlymantactical, on eBay or at his personal email or his business email at admin@burlymantactical. So right now, guys, I just want to put it out there. Got a lot of rounds to that thing so far, a lot of dry fires, and it's held up great. Good ride height, everything. It's just everything I wanted in a weapons mounted light holster. So it looks like from now on I can continue to run a TLR light and carry that concealed. So thanks again for watching, guys. See you on the next video.